Hey guys, thanks for joining me here at Major Arcana. I've already pre-shuffled. Oh, I've pre-shuffled these cards so we can get started right away. This will be a general reading for the collective, all zodiac signs. Let's see. I'm gonna place 4 cards on the spread so that we can talk about what's going on, what is it that you don't see, what is the advice, and also what is the outcome if you follow the advice. Also, as a reminder, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to remember to say that in all my readings now because, I don't know, I've just not really been that consistent, but I'm getting better. But yeah, if you could help my channel grow by like, share, and subscribing, I'd really appreciate that. Also, if you feel like you need a personal reading in between these sessions, since I'm not doing the zodiac readings weekly as I used to, I'm a little bit inconsistent with that too. Just reach out using my email in the description box below and I'll provide that for you. All right, so let's talk about the signs. We have 2 kings on the spread. A King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We also have emphasis on Aries with the 4 of Wands and also the 7 of Swords, which is Aquarius energy. So maybe that means something to you, maybe not. But the 7 of Swords being Aquarius energy, I feel like this might be a symptom of, you know, appearing to be cold, maybe a little bit aloof or nonchalant about a situation, but it really affects you deeply, you know, so you're not showing your feelings outwardly. You're trying to maintain that everything's okay, there's nothing to worry about, but inside you might be suffering because of something, as a result of something, but you're not airing your business outwardly, so people don't know. What they see is you have the happy face, but inwardly I feel like there's a sense of sadness or burden that you just don't want to share with everybody. It's like you're keeping that close to your chest. But the 4 of Wands, the 4 of Wands is a card about, you know, building a foundation. I feel like with this card, it's first, this character is nude, which to me means vulnerable. So you could be feeling very vulnerable. There's many paths that you could take, but whichever path you do take, it's a path of moving forward, right? It's like this horse is off and running, right? So it could be that you want to take the path of least resistance, which would be like going straight ahead, right? Moving forward with something. I don't know. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind, and I know that this scenario doesn't apply to everyone, but it applies to somebody. And what I'm feeling is like the 7 of Swords is you're dealing with something inwardly on your own by yourself. Now, whether it's depression or some kind of medical condition, maybe you've gotten some kind of diagnosis that you feel worried about, or maybe some kind of stress but you have to take tests to learn more, and you don't want to worry your family by saying, you know, for example, you go for an annual exam and there's a lump, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, it could be cancer, but you don't want to alert your family because you don't want to worry them, so you got to go get tests, right? Now, that, of course, I'm not a doctor, you know, and that's not everybody's situation, but it's something like that. Like you don't want to burden or you don't want to worry other people. Now, it doesn't have to be medically, right? But that was the first scenario that popped into my head. but it could be something else. You know, it could be like financial because of the pentacle energy. Could be financial worries that you might be experiencing, but you don't want to let other people know because you don't want to worry them. So this Four of Wands is like you want to build stability, or you want to present a stable like foundation for others. So you're just moving forward. It's kind of like business as usual. You're not gonna make any like drastic changes to alert anybody subconsciously, but it's like for you, I think it's like business as usual. You're gonna keep this facade of you're okay, everything's okay. And when you know more, maybe you'll share with somebody close, but I feel like everything is kind of being kept to yourself. We have the King of Pentacles here, and this is in the position of the advice. The King of Pentacles is somebody who is sturdy, you know, like somebody who's secure. I feel like this might be a confidant. You know, normally it's like somebody who's financially secure, or, you know, and maybe for somebody that's true. But I feel like this is somebody who's stable and secure, like will keep your secret. I feel like whatever it is that you're dealing with, keeping it to yourself or keeping it inside is eating away at you. And I feel like the advice here is talk to somebody. Maybe talk to somebody who's more mature, right? Because it's that king energy. Talk to somebody who's more mature, maybe like a grandparent, maybe a counselor, a therapist, or something like that, especially if it's a health situation like depression, you know. But talk to somebody who basically has that like patient doctor confidentiality type of vibe. Somebody you know isn't gonna like blab all your business. I feel like the advice here is to talk to somebody, and it's really not to get their advice, but just to get it off your chest, because I feel like the secret is eating away at you. As a result, the King of Wands is like, to me, I feel like this card looks like the Magician. By getting it off your chest, I feel like you're feeling lighter. You know, one thing I kind of want to say, the King of Wands is this energy of looking at the big picture. And I feel like by talking about things, you might start to feel better. Like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I am having, if we take it back to that scenario of, you know, your annual exam and you found a lump, and they're testing to see whether it's malignant or benign. It's kind of like you're gonna take action, the bigger picture, by talking to somebody, maybe a professional, right? They're gonna give you best case scenario and worst case scenario, and then you start to feel better. Like, you know what? Yeah, it could be just this, or it could be just stress causing, you know, different hormonal changes in my body, or whatever, right? But you talking to somebody makes you feel better about the situation, looking at the big picture, like, okay, yeah, I don't have to be confined to this one singular idea. It could be a number of things that, you know, is occurring or making me feel this way, make me feel that doom and gloom kind of vibes. It could be a number of things, but now that I talk to you, I feel better, and now, you know, I can take steps forward to make improvements, right? So look at the big picture. There's a way out. I feel there's a way out, and, you know, two heads, two kings, you know, two mature people having an adult conversation about how to move forward, I think is going to result in like brainstorming some good suggestions, or good methods, good coping methods. You're gonna feel better, but you gotta talk it out first, and don't hold that stuff in. All right, so let's see. Family, loving your friends and family is central to your life purpose. leadership, take charge of the situation. Yeah, we said that with the King of Wands. And then the last one is oracle cards. You are able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. All right, so I'm gonna leave that there. Thank you so much for being here with me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It means it's free for you, but also means so much to me, and I want to thank you in advance for doing that. So we'll talk soon. Bye.